Good morning, you guys. I don't know if you guys can see it, but hubby surprised me with a microphone set for my videos. So now I have a little bit of microphone, and I'm hoping that you guys can actually hear me a lot better. So, what has been going on? A couple things. Number one, I decided that I was going to pull out my machine, my sewing machine, and fix a couple of things that I had wanted to try for a while. So, with that being said, I forgot one of the items over here. My machine is not sewing the way it normally does. And I don't know how well you guys will be able to see that. My lines are far from straight on this one, but this is an item that either me or my husband will be testing. It's one of those collar safety features, and the size is actually meant for Mufasa, but will work for Xena as well. Obviously, it would look a lot nicer if you guys ordered it, since this was just kind of thrown together the way that it is. But it's one of those collar safety features, and one thing that I was thinking was to maybe add like a D-ring or something on here. That way you can hook your leash to it and still be hooked up. I don't know. My original thought was to hook the leash onto one of these. Yeah, that would work just fine. I have more items over here to show you, but one of those collar safety features. Because I've had issues where both leashes and collars have popped off of Mufasa before, so collar leash safety gadget. Okay? One of the items I cannot find, and I don't know where I put it. I have no idea. Literally zero idea of where I put a literal adjustable leash. It is 6 foot long leash, but it has an adjuster on it. That's the only difference in between the ones that I can make and like store-bought ones, or ones that other people will make. I don't know. I have no idea where I put it. I am kind of experimenting with length at the moment for me and Mufasa to see what's comfortable for us as a team. Let me stop moving ahead over here. Stop moving ahead and we'll get there. So this is what we call an adjustable leash at the moment, not like the actual leash with the loop, not like the one I just told you about. But we have these. You can also use them for pull straps. You can, if you decide to get one with in my case, a triangle. I don't know why my husband decided on a triangle for this one, but he did. There is multiple ways that you can use these. A little bit of a traffic leash. You can have a leash. You can have really whatever you want. You have the choice of making this in one spot like I did, so it didn't pull on the adjuster that's on it. Let me put this one down. The adjuster that's on it, I don't know. I really like them. There's been some products that have been an absolute nightmare, and then there's been other products that have been an absolute blessing. And again, just like our wrist couplers, we ended up making a collar too big. To be honest, I think it was for a horse. So, waist option. We also have brand new contoured buckles. These have been a blessing. I absolutely love these things. They are a little bit harder to use than the flat buckled ones, but I absolutely love them. They are a lot more comfortable on my hip. For new viewers, I have something called hip dysplasia, which anything tight around my hips can be very uncomfortable for me. And this is not that way. The flat buckle ones were very uncomfortable to wear, but this one is, I absolutely love it. And then with our option over here, you just hook it up like that, and then you've got your waist option and then your adjustable leash option. So yeah, there is that. Now, one of the things that unfortunately was a flop for me and Mufasa was this small leash. This did not work for us. Unfortunately, I had made it. Let me show it to you guys. I had made it way too small. So I know I needed something longer than this, which is why I did the adjustable leash, which again, I have no idea where I put it. I really wanted to show it to you guys too. Hold on one second. Okay. I seriously can't find it anywhere. I don't know where I put it. My adjustable leash. The only other place that I think it might be is in the car, which, again, I doubt, because of Mufasa's tasks and because of Mufasa's responses to those tasks, he's required to be off leash, and the leash kind of interferes with my disability of passing out. Because if I pass out and he's like hooked to me, he has no way to go and get help if I can't come to, which has happened before. So, with that being said, I'm going to move on to the next portion of the video, if you will. I'm going to be going over a biothane harness, a plain basic like walkies harness, and a marked service dog harness. The only one that was not made by me is the biothane harness, because my hubby does biothane, not me. Yeah. So, okay. Okay. So, this is what we call the Nova now. It did have a different name, but that person kind of she did something that was not okay. Anyway, so we renamed this one the Nova. Absolutely love the handle on it. However, I do want to make it a little bit shorter next time. I do plan on getting some more of these harnesses because Mufasa seems to really enjoy working in biothane. Love the handle. Again, want to make it a little bit shorter, probably half the size that it is now. But this is just a basic Workies harness. Also put 3D rings on the back, which I absolutely love. However, again, I would do the D rings a little bit differently and only put one in the middle. Mufasa carries his own water bowls, so D rings are a necessity for me. Um, but yes, the water bowl's not on here because it gets moved around to different harnesses and different places and stuff like that. Right now, it is currently on my treat pouch. Um, but yes, absolutely love this one. You guys will notice that there is holes in the biothane. There was D-rings on this side, and then there was D-rings in here as well. Did not like those. Wanted those removed immediately. Sorry, guys. Wanted those removed immediately. Did not like, will not like. Just, no. That's one of his favorite spring, summertime working harnesses. Now, this one is his marked, harness, which I'm gonna tell you something later, but this was the harness that he was wearing when we went to go do something very special. But this is one that I made. I absolutely love it. Hate these. Do not like these because I don't have any room to put Mufas's food bowls and water bowls. But yes, really enjoy it. Got a lot of compliments on it. Next is Mufasa's basic Lucky's harness. Um, Now Mufasa is a service dog, so I did put a pull strap on this vest or harness or whatever you want to call it. The one thing I would do differently is add a D-ring to the back. That way I can attach a leash if needed. It's never been needed, but like I said, he also carries his own food bowls. So this is just a basic black. Black is the only color webbing that I have at the moment. But I think, no, not the only color, I should say. The only color that I've been using. I'll put it that way. I have yellow as well. But I don't want to use it because I don't want it to go away. Just a basic black Lucky's harness. I gotta remeasure the shoulders because I think I made them a little bit too small, in fact. So I might have to fix that. But other than that, there is all of that. And in doing all of this, I've learned a lot. I've learned that there's a good way and a bad way to add things. There's a easy way, there's a hard way, there's even with my leashes. There's a right way and a wrong way to put the leashes, which I didn't know. So, with that being said, the excited thing that we did, we got the medical clearance to go to a gym. I'm so excited about that. Yeah, we joined the gym. I'm not gonna say which one it is because that'll give away my location, and that's a scary thought. Oh my god. Thinking, looking, realizing. I found it. I found it. Alright. So, I like floating O rings or D rings. I find that D rings sit a lot better than O rings do. So, I prefer a D ring, but if O ring is all I have, then I'll use that too. But no, this is quite literally longer than the other one that ended up being a flop for us. But you can literally adjust the length on it. So if you want it crazy long, you can have it crazy long. Or if you want it short, you can do that too. I don't know what length this is going to be. I haven't even had a chance to use it yet, so I don't know what length this is going to be for me and Mufasa, but I'm hoping that this will work better than that last one. I realized when we went to the post office yesterday, I had taken it with us. So I went to go look in the car, it wasn't in the car. I went to go look in hubby's stash to make sure I didn't accidentally put it in there. It wasn't there. I looked through my stash probably a good 3 or 4 times. Couldn't find it in there. The stupid thing was on my treat pouch. This shirt makes me feel a lot bigger than what I actually am. Yeah. So, wasn't too happy about that. But I found it. So, I'm happy about that. Wasn't too happy about the placement of it, but we'll get it figured out. Anyway, I love you guys, and I hope you guys are having a good day. Bye, guys.